What is going on, everyone? Today, I'm going to be doing a fantastic park battle for you all today, and these are the two Six Flags Great Blank amusement parks, both in the same chain, obviously, and today we are going to be doing the park battle between Six Flags Great America, located in Gurnee, Illinois, kinda by Chicago, and Six Flags Great Adventure in Jackson, New Jersey. These are two fantastic Six Flags parks and are widely considered one of the best, to some of these both, the best Six Flags parks, and I can't blame them. They are both fantastic, great amusement parks, and they both have some fantastic attractions, and provide some great experiences. So without further ado, we are going to be going through these park categories, and we are going to be comparing which park does better over each category, and finally we're going to be revealing the winner at the very end. So first up are the two Beast wooden roller coasters. Now this is worth 3 points in my opinion, because in my opinion of these both actually, they're of these both are the best roller coasters in each of the parks. Goliath, in my opinion, is the best roller coaster at Six Flags Great America, and ironically enough, El Toro is, in my opinion, the best roller coaster at Six Flags Great Adventure. But I can't blame why I think that, because these are both fantastic and some of the best wooden roller coasters in the world, some of the best roller coasters out there, to be honest. However, I feel El Toro is the stronger roller coaster overall. It has more airtime. I felt it was more intense because of the head chopper effects. However, Goliath is still intense. And Goliath is also a fantastic wooden roller coaster, but I just feel El Toro achieves glory because it has the better elements overall and the better overall ride experience, in my opinion. But you could still let me know what you think. I would not like an argument, but you could still let me know what you think. It's two different things. Now next up are the same exact rides. Six Flags Great America and Six Flags Great Adventure do indeed both hold a Superman Ultimate Flight. And they're worth 2 points because Superman Ultimate Flights are actually the strongest rides at both of these parks. Great flying roller coasters, very fun experiences. General public loves them, obviously, because they're like, people consider them the best at the park because they don't have the aware surroundings of other parks holding roller coasters. But these are still great roller coasters, and they're very fun roller coasters. Now in my opinion, these aren't the best at both of these parks actually, but they're still great roller coasters, and since they're exactly the same, they're both going to be getting the 2 points. Now the same exact rides again. Batman the rides are pretty much found at every single Six Flags park. I mean, with Goliath at Six Flags Fiesta Texas, same layout as Batman the ride, just different name obviously, so it doesn't really make sense to say that it's different. And the only park that doesn't have, that's a Six Flags park that doesn't have a Batman the ride clone, is the lesser of these Six Flags parks, the Great Escape. And I believe also Six Flags America does not have one. And really, those are probably the two lesser Six Flags parks, so whatever. But either way, since we're talking about only Great America and Great Adventure, they are the two parks that have similar Batman the Ride clones, and this would be with most Six Flags fights between Six Flags parks. And that is why these are both going to be getting both 2 points once again. However, Great Adventure is still in the lead. Let's see if Great America could catch up. Now the launch different yet similar thrill launched machines, Kiddie and Vertical Velocity. Now these are two different yet similar roller coasters because they're both launched. So just that, similar. That's what would happen with most launch roller coaster cases. That is why I put these two up together. However, they have way different experiences and layouts, and Kiddie, in my opinion, dominates this category. Kiddie's launch itself will be stuck in your head forever. It's fast, intense, it's crazy. And the rest of the ride too, crazy. Vertical Velocity you could find at Dorney Park or Possessed, Wicked Twister with 2 spirals actually, not the one straight section at Cedar Point, and in a lot of other parks as well. However, Kiddie is just the more intense, in my opinion, and the more better overall ride experience. Now, another thing with the general public, they'll think this is the best ride at Six Flags Great Adventure. However, that's because they don't have the aware surroundings of the other roller coasters around them in amusement parks and as well as in the park. In my opinion, Nitro and El Toro are actually both better than Kiddie. But enough of that, let's move on to the next category of this park fight. Kiddie, Middie rides, Spacely's Sprocket Rockets, and Harley Quinn's Crazy Train, although here it shows it as Blackbeard's Lost Treasure Train. And these are both nice kiddie rides. However, Spacely's Sprocket Rockets is more tame and is a better roller coaster for little starters that want to get into the roller coaster business community. And now, finally, in the roller coaster category of the fights is the Steel Hyper Giants, Raging Bull and Nitro. These are both great steel roller coasters, and they're both just fantastic. However, Nitro has the more sufficient elements. I know people will disagree with me, because if you like intensity, you'll probably like Raging Bull better, because Raging Bull is the more intense ride. But if you like a mixture of anything, Nitro is the way better ride. Nitro has airtime, and it has some pretty intense sections, like that helix, almost makes you black out, actually. So just that part makes it a more intense ride than Raging Bull, actually. But if you like more intense moments, you'll like Raging Bull better. However, Nitro, in my opinion, is the overall better ride. So that's why Great Adventure is going to be receiving the 3 points. So now, Great Adventure is dominating by 7 points. Let's see if Great America can catch up. Now the extra coasters, and each one here will be worth a certain amount of points. So here you have Whizzer, which is worth 1 point, a great classic family roller coaster. I myself actually really enjoyed it. American Eagle, a rough yet fun wooden racing roller coaster. And if Rolling Thunder was still in Six Flags Great Adventure, if for those who don't know, it was taken down back in 2013, then it would be put up against American Eagle. American Eagle will probably win, because it's a more intense and longer and huger ride. So that's going to be worth 2 points. Demon is worth 1 point. Rough Vekoma Custom Looper, not a good ride really. Little Dipper, another really good starter wooden roller coaster. And you must have the guts to go on it, because I know a lot of people, general public especially, don't like wooden roller coasters because they'll fall apart, you can light them on fire, blah blah blah. In my opinion, no sense whatsoever. But either way, it's still a really good starter roller coaster, without a doubt. And Viper, another, Cyclone Classic, people like to say, Cyclone Clone. However, it is still, it's a rough wooden roller coaster, but it also isn't bad. So that's why extra coasters, if you total this up, it will be 7 points received over at Six Flags Great America. Now the extra coasters at Great Adventure. And Great Adventure as well has a lot of extra roller coasters. Bizarro, a fantastic flawless roller coaster. Still actually my #1 flawless roller coaster of all the others that I've ridden. The Dark Knight coaster, something Great America can't counter with. A great Wild Mouse roller coaster was indoor, and that's why people consider it one of the better Wild Mouses. Roadrunner Railway, Kiddie roller coaster, Joker, the new 4th dimensional roller coaster. Great ride, not the best in the park, as people will consider it to make it out to be, but it's still a very fun ride. Green Lantern, one of the better stand-ups, however, still not a great ride. And Skull Mountain, great family roller coaster. So now, Great Adventure is going to be getting, I believe, so it will be getting 8 points. Ta-da! Now the drop towers, and this is something that's good, because Great America does indeed have a drop tower, although they're pretty different drop towers. Zumanjaro dominates almost, and not just because of the height, but because of the experience. Attached to King Ka makes it all the more crazier and better, and it's just a great drop tower. Highly recommend it. Giant Drop's also a great drop tower, and is right up there in my favorites, because I have not been on that many great drop towers. However, great Intamin drop towers. They're both by Intamin, and that just adds on to the phenomenalistic. Now, that is why Great Adventure, though, will be receiving the 2 points. And the extra thrill rides now. And Great America has 3 extra thrill rides, and something Great Adventure can't counter with. However, next year, it was landmarked that Great Adventure is going to be receiving a Hall of Justice Justice League Dark Ride. Wow. But right now it isn't there, so that's why it's not considerably on Great Adventure's pointing schedule. But it also, Great America also has King Chaos, kind of like Twister at Great Adventure, and Revolution, something Great Adventure can't exactly counter with. So it's going to be getting 3 points in total, with 1 point each. Now extra thrill rides at Great Adventure. 3 thrill rides here too. El Diablo, apparently I hear rumors that Great America is going to be receiving a Super Loop in 2017. But El Diablo, fun thrill ride, not too major, but it's fun. Not really meant to be inside Great Adventure. I don't know why they even bothered. Skyscreamer, something Great America actually can't counter with, which is pretty surprising, because most major Six Flags parks now have a Skyscreamer. And I believe actually also Magic Mountain does it as well. And Twister, which is similar to King Chaos. Can't really compare which one's better or not. King Chaos is probably the better experience, but it's still related. Now extra attractions, and Great Adventure holds Safari Off-Road Adventure, and it is a great experience for all guests that go to Great Adventure, and it is a hit-up attraction without a doubt. It used to be the drive-through car safari, and in my opinion, Safari Off-Road Adventure makes it a lot better of an experience. It makes you learn more about the animals, and it's a lot better of an holding experience to Great Adventure, and this is what makes Great Adventure the world's largest theme park. And Great Adventure will take the gold jewel with this against every other Six Flags park, because no other Six Flags park can indeed counter with this. Now the park locations, and Great Adventure is definitely in a more wanted to go to area. Great America is located in Gurnee, Illinois, which is not too far from Chicago, which is bad in some parts and is good in some parts, but Great Adventure is located 50 miles north of Philadelphia, and so that means it's kind of in between, because it's then 50 miles south of Manhattan, which is also known as New York City or New York, New York, and it's a very awesomely popular destination. I live about 45 minutes from New York City, but I live 45 minutes, I'm in New York, but I live 45 minutes from Manhattan but then I live about an hour and a half from Philadelphia, so for me it's far, but Great Adventure is right in between. Great Adventure is in a more wanted to go to destination though. And park appearances, and if you like park appearances better than overall experience, you'll probably like Great America better than Great Adventure. Great Adventure is a lot more well kept, and it's just the overall better looking park. Great Adventure really isn't that well kept, and it really isn't as great of a looking park. It isn't bad looking, but it definitely isn't as well kept as Great America. Now the operations, and these parks both have great operations, or at least from my experiences, Great Adventure is my closest major park, so whenever I go there, great operations. And when I went to Great America, very good operations. So I'm just going to be giving these both the 2 points to each park, and that's why I bolded it out a lot, is both parks will receive 2 points. So, the 11-point winner, who is it? By a lot, Great Adventure. Now, let me just say, just because I said by a lot, it is a lot, 11 points for a park battle, or a coaster fight, or whatever, like however you want to put it. But, Great Adventure and Great America are both bucket list amusement parks that you should hit up no matter what. However, if you have to choose one, go to Great Adventure, but at Great America you need to go to as well. You have Goliath, Raging Bull, X-Flight. X-Flight, by the way, is a great wind coaster. I just noticed this now. I forgot to include it in. So sorry about that. But that's 1 point, so it's actually a 10-point win. 10-point win. Still a lot. However, it is still a great park, Great America. You really need to go to a Great Adventure as well, up there on bucket list, and you need to hit it up as soon as possible. So, thank you all so much for watching. Which park do you prefer? I am very excited to find out, and I am in to know your opinions. Please let me know which one you are glad won or didn't won. And I will catch you all next time, I guess. Goodbye.